Hello, YouTube family. Happy Thanksgiving weekend for whenever you're tuning in. It's Big Hair, it's Curls, it's Scoop. I got so much good stuff today. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. We're going to start with a hug because I know there's some people who need a hug. So, hope it is a great Thanksgiving weekend for you all. We're going to be back with a weekend entertainment update on Friday, but we'll be ready with new episodes at the start of the week. In the meantime, what's going on now? Daryl Hall and John Oates, one of the super groups of the 70s, 80s. Sarah Smile, I can't go for that. Man Eater, she's gone. Great music, great duo, but they don't get along. They haven't gotten along in years. Years. Now, Daryl Hall has put a restraining order out on John Oates. He's put a restraining order out on him. Why? They can't get to them court records, but there's obviously problems. And Daryl Hall has insisted for years he's the creative force of the group. He said, when you hear them songs, he says, that's me. I'm the creative force. Daryl Hall is the creative force. So whatever's going on, he says that that's his business partner. But they're not family. They're not like brothers. I don't know what's going on. But Daryl Hall, John Oates, problems within the group. They haven't split up, but major problems. If you're putting a restraining order out on another, it's probably time y'all split up. Good Burger 2, are you guys ready? Paramount Plus, The Adventures of Dexter and Ed, Keenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell. That's going to be one of the highlights of my weekend. I already checked out Tyler Perry's Maxine's Baby on Prime. Y'all know I'm a documentary girl. And it was one of the best I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you what moment made me just crack up. He had Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares on in the car. And I'm like, oh, he's just like us. He needs a song to pump him up and get him going when he's in traffic. I've known Tyler Perry for years. Y'all know I'll be doing the Tyler Perry slander because I love him. And he's been so good to me. I met him before the fame. And I interviewed him. He says he'll never forget how he came in because I didn't want to do it. But that's the funny part of me. I'll be not wanting to do a lot of stuff. I'd be like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I interviewed him. We've been friends ever since. And he just remembered our meeting. And it was like we were long lost family. And I just believed in him. And just through the years, just interviewing him and just knowing him. Wait, when I had my stroke 8 years ago, I didn't realize I had a stroke. I said, oh, I can't be getting sick. I got to meet Tyler Perry tonight. Okay, my priorities were kind of like in the wrong place. But when Tyler Perry found out I had a stroke, he was like, that night when you came to the theater, I said, yeah, apparently I had a stroke earlier that day. And because I didn't act on it, my condition just got worse and worse and worse. But he's always been so good to me. In this documentary, you really get to see where Madea came from and the love for his mom. He suffered great abuse from his father. Didn't come to find out that wasn't his father. He still takes care of that man to this day. Even though his father abused him. It's just horrific mental and physical abuse. But you got to see where he came from. When Pastor or Bishop Paul Morton, PJ Morton, he said that everyone has a calling. And Tyler at one time thought his was to be a preacher. And got up there clowning and making jokes. And Bishop Morton was like, you got a calling, but it ain't preaching. Check it out. It's on Prime Video. And it is so good. This is a huge weekend. The Grill Awards are Saturday night. CBS, Paramount Plus, they're honoring Eddie Murphy, Denzel Washington, Don Cheadle, Tamron Hall, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, just to name a few. Smokey Robinson's performing, Jennifer Hudson, Patti LaBelle, Boyz II Men. They're all performing the Grill Awards. Now, you may say to yourself, Auntie, I'm not going to be home on Saturday night. It's streaming on Paramount Plus or DVR. Never get rid of your DVRs. DVRs are needed. That's Saturday night. Sunday night, Soul Train Awards. Yes, the Soul Train Awards. Keke Palmer is hosting, and it's airing on BET. I'll be ready to talk about all of this on Monday morning. It's kind of like a school lesson that I've given you. Lauryn Hill, with the exception of her Philadelphia show, Saturday night in Philly, she is canceling her tour dates for 2023. Lauryn Hill is suffering from severe vocal strain. So if you have tickets for after November, you ain't going to see her till 24, but she is keeping that Philly date. Tyrese. Did Tyrese sell the rights to the Teddy Pendergrass story? According to Teddy Pendergrass's widow, Joan, he did. He sold it to another company, and that's why she don't want him doing the Teddy Pendergrass movie. Tyrese says he's doing it because he was promised this role. He's doing it in honor of his mom, who loved Teddy Pendergrass. He's suing Joan Pendergrass for $1 million because she's like, you're doing this movie. Go and sit down somewhere. This is going to be interesting, but I think we're going to wait a long time for the Teddy Pendergrass story. Kevin Hunter is continuing to give the producers of the Wendy Williams show a hard time. He's suing them for $10 million because he says, y'all shouldn't have fired me because me and Wendy got divorced. I was the force. I was the creator of that show. Every idea was mine. That was my show. I created it. I created her image. I. You ever notice there's not an I in team? I'm just saying. He's continuing to give them hell, and he's suing them for $10 million. Kevin Hunter is a desperate man because of the conditions, and he don't have a job, and I think he has health problems. That woman he was cheating on Wendy with, they had the baby with, she left. So he's trying to, any way possible that he can get money, but he's still going after the producers of the Wendy Williams show. Have a great weekend. Have a great holiday. There will be a weekend edition, and it's fancy, so look out for it. A lot of stuff happening this weekend. I will be taking quizzes because I will be ready to talk about it on Monday. But have a great Thanksgiving. Sometimes we may get caught up and think about the things that we want. Got to look at what we already have. I'm grateful to you guys. I'm grateful for this video journey because I got into this business to spin records and talk on the radio. And God opened up another door. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can keep up with things that I'm doing by checking out my Instagram page. It's WDAS Patty. Have a good one. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Hopefully you and yours, your family or friends, whoever, stay away from the people who like to come in your house and steal, and clean as you go. I'm telling you, when you clean up as you go, it reduces anxiety. It works every time. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks so much for joining me.